We do begin with shocking new details in last month's double homicide of a West Jordan couple. Suspect Albert Enoch Johnson was extradited from California back to Utah last night, and as ABC4's Rick Aaron tells us, the charging documents contain his chilling confession.
Of all the tragic details of a botched home invasion robbery that happened here contained in this document, one stands out as the most heartbreaking. Tony and Katherine Butterfield lost their lives, and their 3 young children lost their parents because Albert Johnson lost his car keys. Prosecutors say Johnson, who once tried to get a job with the Butterfield's landscaping company, was armed with a handgun and wearing a mask when he kicked in their back door to rob them. The document states, quote, surveillance video appears to show Johnson entering the upstairs of the home, forcing Tony and Katherine out of bed in their undergarments and taking them to the lower level of the home. Johnson can be heard on the audio demanding money from Tony and Katherine. He told investigators that he took $20 and 2 cell phones, throwing the phones into a neighbor's yard after he left the house.
When he got to his car, he removed his mask and realized he did not have his car keys. He returned to the Butterfield's house, and Tony was standing inside the door. Tony saw Johnson without his mask on and addressed Johnson by name, by his first name, and asked him why. Tony then started stabbing Johnson to prevent him from coming back into the house. Johnson said that it was so painful that he shot Tony. Katherine began screaming, and Johnson thought that he saw a neighbor nearby, so Johnson shot Katherine.
The medical examiner determined Tony's cause of death was a single contact gunshot wound to the head, and Katherine died of a single gunshot wound to the torso. Gill's voice quivered with emotion when he spoke of the Butterfield's kids who slept upstairs during the murders.
3 children were also located inside the residence, aged 6 months, 2 years, and 4 years old.
Johnson told investigators he threw the murder weapon into the Sacramento River on his way to Stockton, California, where he was later arrested after a struggle with U.S. Marshals. If convicted, he could face the death penalty.
An aggravated murder case carries the potential of death penalty, and we will make those decisions and address those in the proper course of our prosecution as this moves forward.
Johnson now sits in the Salt Lake County Jail, where he faces 2 counts each of aggravated murder, aggravated kidnapping, and aggravated robbery. Reporting in West Jordan, Rick Aaron, ABC4 News.
Johnson's first court appearance is set for this Friday at 8 a.m.